Hi guys, my name's Andy, welcome back to Scottish Team Productions and another video. Today I bring you the first in-depth update on my version of Ribble Steam Railway in Trainz. Now, a couple of days ago I posted a video on my thoughts about the so-called Ribble Steam Railway that Vulcan Productions have done as part of their Preston to Blackpool route. Well, I can firmly say it is the completely wrong rendition and should never have existed. So I'm going to start at the complete opposite end of the line and work my way down. So first and foremost, this is basically the council sheds. So if you know the council sheds, it's the big building with the round backside. I might try and make it from scratch to make sure it's round, has the big sort of topped roof and the doors. But for now, this is pretty much what I can deal with. I've been using Google Earth, which has been a huge help as to find out the little details that are down, like a couple of skips. There's a bus stop here. There's even a bench. Sudden bus stop. What bus comes to here? It'd be a great... If a bus stop came into here and Ribble had access to here, that would be a great little place to put like a station or something. I don't know. So here we have what I've called Daphne siding, because that is meant to be Daphne, even though it's Andrew Barclay. But if one of the drivers from Ribble took a train in this simulator down here, they'd see the two tar wagons and instantly know that's meant to be Daphne. So as we come through here, oh, and also you'll notice I've added trees, a lot of trees, which is a hindrance to my computer, and I hate it. If I could add like 2D sort of trees and they weren't animated like they are now in 3D, my computer would run so much better. So here we are with the main overall route and the site. So you can see I've got the bitumen tankers, I've got the museum and the yard, I've got, well, you can't see it here because the render distance, but there is the on-load off-road ramp, sort of road to rail or rail to road sort of lane there. We've got the running shed and a turntable, which is happening. They're just trying to figure out, you know, all the nitpicky bits. Like they had to navigate around some sort of pipe work or something. So, as you can see, we've got the museum with the roller shutters, and this CCT, which is at Ribble, that never sudden moves. It's always been there, apart from when locos get dragged out the museum. And then here, this was quite fun to make. This is made up of, oh flipping heck, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 different pieces just to make this scene. The people are separate, but just to get the low load of the rails, the loco on it, the lamp, and the guy. Oh, sorry, 2 guys. There's one in the cab back here. Here we go. So, just to get this scene put together. Oh, flipping heck. So, ignoring the people, because they're each an individual asset. The cones, the lorry, the trailer, the loco. Is a good maybe 6, 7 assets there just to make the scene, but it's so worth it and I love it because, I mean, let's face it, Ribble Steam Railway is notorious for having so many Andrew Barclays, but hey, one more might, you know, one more won't hurt. I've added these pallets here because at Ribble we have this grounded van body where we store all the wood that we put in the loco in the morning to start the fires up. And speaking of the locos, we have Agecroft here, the Robin Stevenson's, and oh, I forget the last name. It's Robert Stevenson, I think, and something else. It's RS&H loco. This is Agecroft. This is the LMS Ivet 46441, although it's in LMS livery right now, so it's 6441. And it is on the goods train, the demo goods. Then here we have our beloved Class 14. D539, D9539. Then we've got the O2, which isn't O2, D2677, which is the real number, not the one that's painted on the side in the workshop at the moment. Over here we've got a couple of P-Way gang guys, turntable, and a couple of scrap wheels, because let's face it, if a turntable has more than one off ramp, there is always a pair of wheels in it somewhere. There's always a pair of wheels. Over here I've set, one thing I will say before I talk about the train, this route is slightly fictional, so the platform should only just be able to fit 5 Mark 1s and a loco at each end, only just. But in my rendition, we can fit 7 coaches and the USA tank. Although it's currently overshot the platform a bit right now. A, because it's waiting at a semaphore, which I'll show you in a minute. And 2, because 6441, the Ivet, is going to take the Ribble Steam Railway demo goods out. Now, like I said again, I've been using Google Maps, and the 3D option on there is just fantastic. I didn't think it would be good, just be like some pixel mess. Oh, excuse me. Oh, sorry guys, it's been a long day. But this is basically what the formation could be right now. So we've got the Brake Van, couple of Dogfish wagons, some Steel Mineral wagons. Now these ones are the actual ones that are Ribble. So we've got an NCB Hawthorne, and then we've got the NCB Moncton. I found these using literally just pictures and typing in the download station for Trainz, and I found them, so I downloaded them straight away. Only thing I'm looking for now is I think it's a BRXGWR 20-ton mineral wagon with 2 doors, and then that'll pretty much complete it. And then the Preston Corporation wagons, which I can do a repaint of some, I think they're 5 planks, or there might be 3, no, I think, pretty sure they're 5 plank wagons, because they're sure as hell not 7. So yeah. Is this engine not going anywhere? Oh no. I must have got rid of the script. I had this train scripted to go to Strand Road, but anywho, we'll head there now. So over here, museum, stupidly long extended station, and stupidly long extended museum. There you go, you can see that a bit better. Because the platform goes all the way pretty much next to the Chorley crossing frame signal box, when really it should come just before this point here, where the mid-road points start to veer off to the right, when it goes way on past them. The water tower, I couldn't really do any better than the one I've got right now. This is just a Set-Along Carlisle asset. It's the best I could do at the moment. And then we've got the little playground here. Again, not totally accurate, but it's there. Now this is what the Furness Railway Shed should closely look like. And I say that very delicately, closely. So we've got the road just outside the paint shed here. We've got the roller shutters and the door leading into the Furness Railway Shed. And I've even put this cab down because at Ribble there is a cab in this specific location that has not moved for ages, or it might have gone down here now. I need to add in the paths that were added as part of the sort of upgrade. These semaphores do not exist at Ribble. I've simply added them for my own amusement. The whole line is filled with semaphores in relatively the right places. Still need to get one for this road though. Now over here, it's a little derelict yard. We've got a rail bus and a, I think that's a CCT. It might be a general utility van. I'm not sure, but it's grounded on some sleepers. We've got a rail bus body. A couple of scrap pieces here and there. A pretty much kit build Andrew Barclay. Put your own stuff together. You know, Andrew Barclay and Sons will form together just to build this in pieces and send it out to you in a 1,000,000-part kit. And then we've got some more bits here. This is the Ribble rail shed. So we've got the 3 Sentinels, Enterprise, Energy and Progress. And we've got our rail bus and the O3. D148. And this is I believe the correct number for our rail bus, 79960. Correct me if I'm wrong, please. And then the points leading off into the furnace rail shed with... Now, this is a castle class. I only have a scrap castle and a scrap king class. So, a castle will do for now. Moving on, you can see loads and loads of trees, which will murder my RAM. And this little dockyard area filled with boats. I'm half tempted to not fully do the docks over here. I might just make it a river, I'm not sure. Like I said, this is a slightly fictional route because not all of it is 100% accurate. So I just wanted to throw that disclaimer in there so people can't shout at me. Now this swing bridge, I'm quite happy with how it looks. The pillars are round, as you can see. They're not square, they're not blue, and this is actually mainline cable trunking. I've just put it on a stupidly steep gradient so it connects, but I think it looks rather good. Though I am pretty sure that these pillars aren't directly in the middle. I'm pretty sure they're kind of about here. Please correct me if I'm wrong. Because that means I would have done wrong research. This level crossing was a pain in the backside to get working because there is a controller, a dummy, these separate assets. You've got a traffic stopper, you've got a train stopper, you've got invisible signals, all just to stop a train here, stop traffic here and a train to go across slowly. But when it does happen, it looks absolutely fantastic, so I'm really happy with that. And then we'll come along the embankment. Now this I will say I'm happy with. This track is actually on a curved gradient, so it actually mimics what this part of the line actually does. Down here it dips, so from here going this way is downhill. Because from here round, this part stays completely flat. And down here it banks down. So if you've been along the Guild Wheel, you know around here you can either go straight on along the river this way, along a little dirt path, or you can turn right and up, and it takes you to the swing bridge. So down here is lowered, down here is lowered, this is flat. So I'm really happy with how it turns out, because if I just had a flat railway, I'd just set a train off and I wouldn't need to worry about it. But with all the gradients and everything, I do need to worry about stuff. And I have put in these speed boards here just before the junction, so the AI actually knows not to do 15 miles an hour across a swing bridge. So I've got a 10 and a 15. I might lift it to 25, see how I feel. Oh yeah, and I added the river as close as I could to the running embankment. Although I feel like I might have added too many trees, because when you're running along, you can't see the river through it, which is one of the main things I love about this route. Is when you're running along, you can see through the trees to the river and across to the other side. So I'll have to work on that. Britannia Foot Crossing was pretty easy. This is just a single Great Western Railway small crossing. This bit was difficult because I've got some fencing, some foliage, and then one of these cut into the barrier to make this little path, and then the road will be over here. So Britannia Crossing was pretty easy, probably the easiest part of the whole route. And then over here we come to the exchange sidings, and as you can see, I've added a semaphore. It's same over the other side where the train would stop to run around after propelling back from Strand Road. There's a semaphore there as well. Again, this is fictional, but it does help the AI massively understand where to stop and where not to stop, e.g. on the sodding points. Yeah, so the exchange sidings with a hell of a lot of trees, probably a bit overkill, and they're probably a bit too close as well, but I'm not sure. Exchange sidings is how it is. It's probably a bit longer, not as sharp a corner as it is in real life, but hey, here's another semaphore. And then as we come to here, this is the Arod Bridge that cuts across the road, the track, the guild wheel, and the river. Oh dear. So yeah, I had to raise the river bed slightly because the bottom of this asset actually didn't reach the river floor, so whoopsie. And I'm pretty sure it doesn't go this deep either. But again, if you guys know, let me know. So following it round, this signal I'm pretty happy with, because as we come down here until this little thing that I'm going to show you, as we come down here, we've got a signal. It's telling us. If any of you guys know your signals, you know exactly what this means. But for those who don't know, this is a branching signal. So because this route splits off to the Strand Road terminus, which is what this is, and I'll explain in a moment, and it also splits off to Strand Row Crossing, which then goes off up to the main line. So right now it's telling me I'm going to go right into Strand Road Crossing Station, whereas if I switch it to go this way, that one now says it's stopped, and then if I switch the catch point, it'll tell me I am now clear to go left through Strand Row Crossing and up towards mainline, but we are not going there today, so I'll switch them back. Now Strand Row Crossing, I've added a small sort of, I wouldn't really say derelict, I would just say a station that's not really maintained. It's sort of a, just like a stop that people can get out and stretch legs for a few minutes if they want. I'm thinking about adding some stairs up to the embankment, or just add some stairs off the end platform here. I don't know, it's still a work in progress. But with this, I've got the catch points at the Strand Row Crossing gate. Normally, these catch points would be about maybe here. But for where the trigger is that activates the crossing, I had to bring it quite far forward. So again, it's fictional, plus it doesn't really matter. But this is Strand Row Crossing. I've tried my best to get assets that will mimic the real thing. This is about 13 narrow little footpath crossings. You just bonk them down on the track and add your foot crossing and hedges. But I've added loads of them in a row, because if you look at Strand Row Crossing, that's kind of what it looks like. There's like a patch in the road where the railway is. And then I've got these little island things. I really should remember the names of these things before I do anything. And if you look around, this is really where the Nissan Garage is meant to be. Unfortunately, I'm not going to do the Nissan Garage. Instead, I give you Bob's Car Jobs. I have no idea where that came from. I just sprung to mind. And then we've got some houses here. And instead of the horrible, crummy Sea Cadets place, I've put down a pub. And I don't know if you can see it. It's called the Railway Inn with English Ales. I'm not quite sure what logo that is on the front. And if my ears deceive me, do we have a train coming? Yes, we do. So this worked. Now you're going to see the crossing actually activate. So keep your eye on these lights when it gets to about... Oh, yep, there you go. So there you go, the crossings. Normally the train's meant to stop right there, just before the gate. Activate the level crossing and then come across. But I'm in the process of working out how to program that into the AI and everything. Now I will say that this route is mainly Ribble Steam Railway based, unlike the Vulcan Productions one, which Ribble Steam Railway was just a small extension. This is purely going to be based mainly around Ribble. I am going to add Preston Station up over yonder way, and I am going to add all the houses and try and add the town centre. Excuse me. But for now, I'm just going to focus on getting Ribble done, because the West Coast mainline bit I could probably rip from another route and then plant it in here. But we shall see. So the speed limit across here should be 8 miles an hour. I don't think he's quite doing 8. Is he? I have no idea. So yeah. I believe we got the all clear to head to... Yep, you just saw the semaphore just dropped. We just got the all clear to go ahead into the exchange siding, where I believe... Yep, that semaphore... Oh, let me show you. That semaphore has dropped to tell it to stop here. And then... Oh, excuse me. Here we go. We've got the USA tank trundling along. I really do apologise for the frame rate, guys. This is just the first update on a very, very old computer from 2009. So this thing is 12 years old already. So I do plan to get it upgraded very soon, so you can see much better running trains. Why are you going that way? Oh, don't tell me it's going down the middle. It's going down the middle. God, sodding, damn it. I should have told it to navigate via the Strand Road bit, because now... Fudge. This Class 66 needs to hurry up. Oh dear. You're experiencing it live, guys. When it all goes wrong. Oh dear me. Yeah, so hopefully this train is going to stop about here, and then the Class 66 will go through. Give me a minute. So there we go. I finally managed to get the passenger train stopped, and now the bitumen tankers can roll on in. Honestly, I'm pretty happy with how this turned out, although it could have turned out a lot better. Okay, and now the bitumen tanker is out the way, we can get the passenger moving again. Yeah, it's speeding up now. As much as I love trees in these games, they really do hinder my performance. Oh, let's see if the signal has set correctly. Yes, it has. There we go. There we go, the automatic whistle is working. Let's see if... Ooh, I wonder if the Tracking cameras. Yes, it is. The tracking camera's working. So the AI is doing this camera shot now, guys. I'm not touching anything. Although my PC does not like it. It takes a lot of work, apparently, for it just to render this one simple thing. God, it's such a good looking loco. 72. Bingo. And then, as it stops with its ridiculously long train, the doors open! Yay! I haven't tested this out yet, that's why I'm happy. If anyone's been, say like in this window at Ribble and we get to the Strand Row Crossing, this buffer in particular is always engulfed in Mother Nature's foliage. So you know for a fact that this is definitely accurate. So last thing I want to show you guys before I head off will be the West Coast mainline. So as you know, when you cross over Strand Road, you come out this tunnel and you join the West Coast mainline, heading that way towards Leyland, I think would be the next station we could possibly stop at. I don't know, I'll have to double check. And like I did say, this is a fictional version of this route, so instead of the long, well, trestled viaduct here, I've just put in a normal viaduct, which I think would look much, much more cinematic as you go across. But hey, we'll see. Also, I will not in hell be adding catenary to this route because that's way out of my expertise. So this is as far as I've got. Obviously you can see this is raised so I can add the gradients and everything. So here will be Preston Station heading towards Blackpool. If I can add Blackpool in there, I will, but fingers crossed that I can actually manage that. So that really is all I can say for now, guys. I've started to add buildings, foliage, and little nitpicky details here and there. Like, if you've been along the Guild Wheel and you've come along this section, you'll know this wall here, and you'll know the picnic benches. You'll know that it splits off this way, which I will do. And you'll know these buffers here at Ribble with, well, 72's never been here, but for giggles, let's just say 72 has been there. But for now, guys, that is all from me. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you liked it, leave a like and a good comment. If you didn't like it, leave a dislike and a bad comment. And as always, guys, we will see you later. Wait, no, wait, well, start again. As always, guys, I will see you in the next video and see you later. Bye for now.